All right, let's see how we do getting the dominoes into the right places today. Well, the 1 has to go in there, and the 0 is going to go into the equals cage no matter what. And then the 3 18s have to be... Yeah, I think there's probably a few ways you can arrange things here, but... Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do it this way. But, oh, come on. The 3 6s have to go in there, and then the 0s are in the equals. There we go. Let's see how we do with the medium. Okay, less than 5, greater than 2, greater than 4. There's 5 things that have to go in this equals, which is going to be the 1s, I think. Yeah, it has to be the 1s in the equals. So we need a less than 5, potentially with a 1. We definitely need the double 1 right there. The 12 has to be 2 6s, so that's going to be the 1 and the 6 probably there. And then a 1 with whatever, and then a 1 with a less than 5, which could be the 4. And then this will be a 1 with a 5, and then we need the 6 with the 2, and then this has to be greater than 4, which has to be the 5, if I can get it to spin right. And then greater than 2 is a 3, and then the double blank goes right there. There we go. All right. Moving on to the hard. Well, we need a 6 up here, which is either 6 4 or 6 6. And these two have to be equals. So we could do the 6 6 with the 6 4 somewhere else here. Oh, we've got 5 things that are equal again, which could be the 1s. There's only 4 2s. There's 3 6s. Yeah, it's got to be the 1s in the big equals. Oh, and the 0 down here has to be the 2 zeros. So it's going to be like that. And like that, I believe. And then we've got more 1. So the double 1 then is going to go up here. Yep. And greater than 3 with a 1 will be the 4. And then the final one with the 3 is going to go over here. It can't point up because we don't have another 3. So it's got to go to the right or down. But it can't go down because there's the 2 pointing up here. So this one has to go there. We've got a 6, and we've got a 2. There's a 5 up here. So the 5 with the 2. And then, oh. That's a problem because... Interesting. How are we going to handle that? Because no, that's fine. We've got enough 2s. We've got enough 2s. Do we have enough 2s? No, because, okay, if I put this here, then we have to have a 6 with a 2. But we don't have a 6 with a 2. We have a 4 with a 2. But the only 5s we have are the 5 with the 2 and the 5 with the blank. If we put the 5 with the blank up here, then the other blank has to go there. But the 1s have to be... Okay. Okay, so this is going to go up here. And then the other one... But we can't do that because the 0 has to have the 2 blanks. So that doesn't work. You can't do that. The 0 has to have the 2 blanks. So that can't be the 5. So the 5 has to go up here. But then we need to have a 2 here. Oh! I said we had to have 6s in the equals. We don't have to have 6s in the equals. What am I doing? Ay, ay, ay. That was completely wrong. Completely wrong. Ah, there we go. The 4s can be in there. All right, and then the 1 with the 3 like we had. The double 2s and the double 6s. There we go. Ugh, that was just a silly error. I don't know what I was thinking. For some reason, I thought we had the 6, and then I thought we had to have... I don't know, it was like I was treating this equals as a 12, like we had on the medium puzzle, but it's not, it's an equals. Oh well, doesn't really matter. We got there in the end. So let me know how your solve went and if you made any silly errors like that. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.